Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. This is Gabriel Anders, and you are watching AWF High Voltage. We thank you for joining us this week, and we are going to get right to the matches. As the very first match of the evening, we see Goosh will take on the lover boy, if you will, of the AWF, Ramon Romantico. We saw, of course, no love given for Ramon's patented Rose match. As what you missed quite just before we came on air is Goosh providing Romantico not with a respectful acceptance of the Rose, however, but a series of elbow drops, which we have seen before. Goosh elbow dropping repetitively. Oh, my lord. We have censors, Ramon. We have censors. We have standards and practices. Come on now. And it is because of the standards and practices I cannot recite on what you just saw, but you just saw it, and I can't take that away from you now, can I? Ramon Romantico now saying, come on, let's have a fair fight. The Goosh, you can't blame Goosh for not believing him, though, I have to say. Like his attitude or not. Oh, Ramon's sorry. Come on, take the Rose and let's have a fair, clean fight here. Oh, my word, what a distraction. By Ramon, clever distraction, providing the Rose, and I guess Goosh should have been a little more on his feet. Goosh now goes for the hip lock or a hip toss, and Ramon Romantico has some sort of a hip swing of his own. Goosh rolls through, Ramon hangs on. Ramon trying to go, is that some catch can? Olympic style wrestling, or are we at the, my word. If Pepe Le Pew were a wrestler, his son would be Ramon Romantico. Ramon charging into the corner now. Good back sweep of the legs. Back roll into the ring. And blows a little kiss for wear. And Lord almighty, that's a culo in the corner. Ramon Romantico now has the Goosh reeling here in our opening bout on AWF High Voltage. Romantico slide out, come on, Romantico. Ramon Romantico, an ever unorthodox style of fighting. You have to, and he set himself up for that one. If there's anywhere that the Goosh is patented on changing the momentum of the match, it is on the apron and through those ropes for sure. Goosh now, just with that one maneuver, able to sweep the momentum with a big drop kick on Romantico. You hear the Goosh Lorenzo fans in attendance here tonight, most of which here they are in favor of Ramon Romantico. Goosh now going for the hair. Romantico knows better that's not to anger the young man. Big chop to the chest. I can't say that'll do any better, but at least the hair's still in place. Goosh has him in the corner now. To the chagrin of the fans who wanted one more chop here in Phoenix, Arizona. Goosh avoids avoids Romantico, and a very stylish, maybe the most fanciful enziguri I've ever seen in my career. Romantico kicks out of two. Goosh now ready to either deliver a kick or a knee. Romantico with a very innovative take. Oh my God! I think Romantico just headbutted a tooth out of Goosh's mouth. Goosh now blindly slaying in as Romantico able to take with a one-arm slam, and Goosh is going to go rolling back into the corner he came from. This place is going crazy for Romantico here. Big shoulder tackle. Loverboy feeling it. Reverse atomic drop. Atomic drop, and Goosh's tailbone is that all it's worth. Goosh down middle of the ring going for another. Oh, just throws him across the ring this time. Hey, everybody, pay attention. This kid, Ramon Romantico, he's got something here. Putting together a hell of a fight. We've seen an impressive outing from him in the past few weeks, past few months here. One hell of an impressive outing as, got caught, elusive, evades. Goosh here, rolls them through. Both men trying to get the better of each other. Goosh drop kick to the back, has Ramon kind of stumbling to the middle rope. Not sure if Ramon is telegraphing or not sure what to expect. No, just got out of the way. He was watching Goosh the whole time. Goosh now going back in. Oh, Romantico! Big slam going for the cover! Just a 2 count as Goosh able to kick out at the last minute. What an impressive sequence of offense. You hear this crowd firmly behind Ramon Romantico trying to lift Goosh up. I think Goosh might have got a thumb to the eye or something of the sort. Romantico looking blinded. Goosh now going for that Goosh line and connects. Romantico may be out. Oh, and Romantico able to kick out of the Goosh line. Goosh initially surprised that Romantico kicked out, but the veteran that he is quickly remembered that he has to stay on him, so he starts climbing to the top. However, I don't think he expected Romantico to come back to his senses quite as quickly as he did. Oh my God, what a hell of a suplex or throw or whatever the hell that was. How the hell did Goosh kick out of that? Ramon Romantico just hurled the Goosh halfway across the ring off of the top rope with no regard for human safety whatsoever. Romantico to the top. It looks like he was going for a new maneuver. Goosh wisely rolling out of the way. Ramon Romantico may have tweaked his knee on the outcome. Goosh now quickly taking advantage. Wait a minute, is that his wrist tape? I think Ramon Romantico able to put his thumbs up. Goosh known for trying to utilize weapons where he can. Wraps it back up. Wait a minute, that was a chain! Oh, thank goodness the referee caught it up. He was trying to roll it up. Oh, come on. What a sorry sap. Oh, and yeah, of course you got the 3 count there, Goosh. Easy to get the 3 count when you put a man's morals in jeopardy. Oh, the winner here to Goosh. I'm Gabe DeLander. What a hell of a first bout we had here tonight on AWF High Voltage. We'll be right back after this break. And a word from our sponsors.
Is the insurance company beating you down? Is an evil insurance adjuster refusing to pay your medical bills and damages? Is an at-fault party refusing to accept responsibility for your accident? Take in the winning attorney at the Benke Law Firm today, and be sure to catch the Arizona Wrestling Federation at a local show near you. Call the Benke Law Firm today.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here on AWF High Voltage. we have a very special matchup here tonight. Of course, any one of these matches could be a main event anywhere else in the country. Just thinking, we have Steph DeLander in town. Oh my word, not making friends here in Arizona. In town from Australia. And Veronica Haven, you might formerly know her as Fallen Gray. Also, Ronnie Haven, if you've caught her online. Whatever the moniker you know her as, she is a WWID prospect and the current AWF Women's Champion, of which that championship is on the line here tonight on AWF High Voltage. Bell is sounded, match is underway. Here we go. One of these two women will walk out the AWF Women's Champion. It'll either be Veronica Haven, who is on her second run, or the debuting Steph DeLander here tonight. A much anticipated matchup. Steph DeLander, of course, attempting to use her obvious size advantage, but the scrappy and ready to fight at any moment. Veronica Haven has the airside back, and here we go. Off to the races. Veronica Haven tries to Irish rip Steph DeLander. Steph DeLander says, heck no to that, buddy. It looked like she might be going for a Samoan a backdrop. However, Veronica Haven able to fight into a sleeper hold, and DeLander bats her off in the corner. Will reset. No! Looks like Haven's going to stay on her. Got her with just a nice Hurricane Runner, kick to the midsection, down, knee to the shoulder. In quick control, DeLander going for the cover. Just a 2 count, and Haven with the early momentum. DeLander has to take a step out. She's going to regroup after it has been all Ronnie Haven here in the open. Oh my God. Oh my God, no, hopefully. Oh, this could end our women's champion. Oh my God, face first into the apron. And that is the brutality that Steph DeLander brings, quite possibly of which the AWF Women's Division has never seen in its history. Steph DeLander, of course, known for many brutal matches along the way and along the world. She definitely, well, they weren't training her with pillows and marshmallows in Australia, let's just say that. Steph DeLander staying right on the women's champion. Ronnie Haven backed into the corner. Another big chop from DeLander. Referee asking Haven if she wants to quit. She says, of course, heck no. AWF Women's Champion won it from Brittnie Brooks. Fighting back, dodges the right hand, and just going Kerouac on Steph DeLander in the corner. Referee's gonna have to break her up, and DeLander says, get off me, and causes her own separation. This AWF fan nation has anticipated this match all month, and rightfully so, as a big suplex middle of the ring, just a 2 count. Steph DeLander now choking Ronnie Haven in the corner. Veronica Haven trying to get a grip on anything she can, boot, rope, anything that's not nailed down, or in fact is nailed down. But DeLander, STL hits her, big knee to the face. This could about do it here. Oh no, Haven able to kick out at 2. DeLander now picks up Haven, middle of the ring. Things do not look good for the champ. DeLander able to get some momentum. Haven trying to roll up from the corner, but DeLander just powers out. DeLander unloading on Haven in the corner. Charges in, Haven misses. Backs out of the way, connects with the right kick. Haven now up to the middle rope. Flying off and attempted a cross body. Steph DeLander catches her. Fall away slam into the middle of the ring. Let's see if this will do it. Going for the cover here. Haven able to kick out at 2. DeLander wise to stay on the champion, wearing her down with a combination of power and holds here. Trying to wear down Haven with the chin lock. The Fan Nation trying to will Haven back to her feet. They in fact do. DeLander lets go of the lock but knocks her on the mat once more. Goes for the cover. Haven out of 2. Almost 1.5 there. DeLander now. Pummeling, climbs right back on Haven, pummeling the champion right in the middle of the ring. This crowd is going half silent. That was just monstrously noisy, thunderous, if you will, for Veronica Haven. Moments ago, shocked to see the champion being strung about the ring this way. However, many critics and analysts did state that they were firmly behind DeLander in tonight's matchup. You have to think with strength, experience, and just how DeLander has traveled wrestling, not just the country, but over the world itself. Coming from across many ponds, may have given DeLander the strategic advantage she needs to both debut as well as win AWF Championship gold in her very first appearance. Ronnie Haven again, though, asked what she would do, and my God, those headbutts now, as Haven said earlier today she would do any and everything that she can to keep her championship belt before giggling and skipping away. She's proving that here. Vicious headbutts to DeLander, just throws her into the corner, and now both women just going at each other in the middle of the ring. Clothesline after clothesline. Haven trying to knock down DeLander. DeLander misses with the clothesline of her own. Oh, what a spinning head scissors. Gets her into the corner. DeLander now. Oh! Not sure that was a modified neck breaker. It looks like Haven going for the cover. Oh, just a 2 count. And that's about the closest that we've seen Haven get DeLander in this match since the opening flurry. And DeLander again to the outside to regroup. Haven now, big cross body on the outside, and that's why we always say Veronica Haven is one crazy bitch. Seemingly out of nowhere, SDL DeLander trying to get her breath. Veronica Haven having none of it, and Ronnie Haven to the outside with a cross body block on the cement. To the delight of the Fan Nation. Goosh for the cover, but just a kick out. DeLander kicks out at 2.5, maybe 2 3/4. Haven now to the corner. DeLander follows her in. DeLander against the ropes again for speed. Oh my God, what a big boot! A big boot followed by a modified, almost like a modified fisherman suplex. Gets the cover, but just a 2 count. Haven able to kick out, but you see Haven is in a good amount of pain after the big boot and suplex from DeLander. For those of you who underestimated the size advantage, I would like to state out, oh, backstabber by Haven. DeLander on the ropes. Haven connects with a 619, and that's one way to go about evening it up. I was just going to say a big boot. DeLander hit Haven with a big boot while Haven was on the top rope. However, that all could be for naught. Code breaker. Oh, and a kick out by DeLander at 2 7/8. What a hell of a match you're seeing. And we're not even close to down here. Oh, DeLander. DeLander capitalizes. Haven going for a powerbomb on third. Big boot. This has got to do it. Oh, no. Haven kicks out at 2 3/4. Both of these women giving it their all. Veronica Haven, the current champion, DeLander, Steph DeLander from Australia, the challenger here tonight. We have seen everything and anything. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. This is not a no disqualification match, as DeLander has brought in the women's championship. The referee wrestles it out of her hands. Puts it in the corner now. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Haven almost took out the ref. Oh, DeLander did. Oh, I don't think she expected that. Stunner by Veronica Haven. DeLander is weary. She's on Dream Street. Haven to the top. Oh, what a neck breaker. But there's no ref. Haven had her belt defended, but the referee is out cold still from when DeLander hit her. Haven going for the cover again. Could this be it? Oh, and a kick out by DeLander. Wait a minute, DeLander now sneaking over to the corner, grabbing that belt the ref had thrown away. Haven now, oh, wait a minute, missed Haven. Almost got the referee going back in. Kicks the belt out of DeLander's hands. Haven caught her going for the cover. That's gonna do it, Haven wins. The AWF fan nation goes crazy. Your winner on AWF High Voltage and still AWF Women's Champion, Veronica Haven. I'm Gabriel Adams. What a match! We're not even done yet tonight. This is High Voltage. We'll be right back.
Is the insurance company beating you down? Is an evil insurance adjuster refusing to pay your medical bills and damages? Is an at-fault party refusing to accept responsibility for your accident? Tag in the winning attorney at the Benke Law Firm today, and be sure to catch the Arizona Wrestling Federation at a local show near you. Call the Benke Law Firm today.
Orion, they are Aerospace. And standing to my right from Wakanda Studios, they are the street sweeper Frescomatic, the big stepper Watson, they're AWF Tag Team Champions, Lights, Camera, Faction.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into AWF High Voltage. I'm Gabe DeLander, and we have more gold on the line. After a hell of a matchup between Steph DeLander and Veronica Haven being able to retain the AWF Women's Championship here tonight. Ronnie Haven able to walk out with the gold she walked in with. Oh, wait a minute. That might be a bad mistake from Jimo Kaminari. Wearing Watson's patented vest right there. I don't think that's the best of ideas. Or is putting it on the referee. So we'll have to see if that plays a factor here. Of course, Aerospace and Cosmo, and most notably Jimo Kaminari, can have be a little bit on the lighter side of things, have a little bit of fun. Lights, camera, faction across the ring, all business, and they're walking in as the tag champs here. Title match here tonight, AWF Tag Team Championships on the line. As you hear the crowd in heavy favor for Aerospace as opponents, I should say. What are we talking about here? Heavy favor for Lights, Camera, Faction, Watson and Frescomatic. As you hear the cut being yelled all the way from the front row here in Phoenix. I'm sure you can hear, they've heard reports of airing it all the way to Casa Grande, Florence, Tucson, and beyond. Which if you want us in your city, make sure you reach out to us. You can most easily do so either at awflive.com, or you can do so by reaching out to our Instagram or Facebook pages at Arizona Wrestling Federation on Instagram. If you want us to come to your city, drop us a line and hopefully tell us where you'd like to see the Arizona Wrestling Federation action. Live action looking to come to you wherever you are in the state of Arizona and beyond. AWFlive.com again to get a hold of us. Oh my God, there was some metal connected, it sounds like there. As Watson's face hitting I'm not sure if it was the turnbuckle or one of the brackets that hold the ropes together. However, that can't be good for the champion. And this one has gotten off to a quick jump as we knew it would between Jimo Kaminari, Cosmo of Aerospace, Watson, and Frescomatic. Again, tag team championships on the line. Watson and Frescomatic of Lights Camera Faction, current champions and are two-time champions. Aerospace, Aerospace, two-time champions of their own rights, one-time champion of their own right, looking to get a second reign here tonight. Faction has held these championships for the better part of the year. Jimo Kaminari just returning in the AWF Wildcard Rumble. Cosmo Orion, of course, last year won the AWF Wildcard Rumble in 2025 and was able to win the AWF Heavyweight Championship against Matt Cardona after a great showing. I don't know that outside of perhaps Chubby Depp or maybe even Lights Camera Faction that anybody had as great of a 2025 as Cosmo Orion did. But now here we are in 2026, and what have you done for me lately? We're looking at the AWF Tag Team Division action. Big cross body from Cosmo connects, but Frescomatic able to roll through. Picks him back up here. Could be going for a power slam. What are we looking at? Oh, no, just Cosmo able to escape out of that. Fresco now and Cosmo evading each other. Big clothesline, and Cosmo couldn't get out of the way of that one. Frescomatic now tagging into Watson. Cosmo in the ring. Might need to get a tag to Gmo to get back in the fresh man as Lights Camera Faction are starting to do what they do. Just a 2 count there, going for the cover wisely. Watson staying on him. Leg drop goes for another cover. Cosmo again kicks out 2.5, maybe a little closer to 2 3/4. Watson now. Just like that, one motion to the arm, you hear the fan nation start yelling cut here in Phoenix, Arizona. We are at Bullshooters. Just to let you know, our next event is tomorrow night, AWF High Voltage on Saturday night, July the 11th. We'll be in Phoenix, Arizona in the AWF Arena. Tickets are extremely limited, so check to make sure they're not sold out at awflive.com. And then Summer Explosion will be taking place July the 25th. We'll be right back here in Bullshooters for some great matchups. So keep in tune to our social medias and awflive.com, as well as here every week at AWF High Voltage for more. And of course, we'd always like to thank our sponsors from the All-American Grand Slam events, being El Centro for sponsoring FALLYN Gray, as well as Neil for doing the same. We have Not George Apparel. Thank you so much for your sponsoring, as well as TKC, who sponsored last week's state championship match. Lights Camera Faction putting on the brakes to what could be, if they were to get it going, a great, almost historic aerial attack here in the AWF history. Of course, Aerospace, no pun with the name, a great aerial team, high-flying maneuvers and the such. Lights Camera Faction, although they are very athletic, have more of a ground and pound delivery. When they get going, they're like a tank and it's hard to get out of the way. Especially when they get solid double team maneuvers and opportunities like they have here tonight. Frescomatic with the cover on the newly returned Gmo Kaminari. You see him sticking on him. Faction doing everything they can right. You see that middle of the ring, again, that quote-unquote invisible line, as we like to say, in tag team wrestling. You see Frescomatic keeping Gmo on their side, not letting him go back into his own non-neutral corner where he could get a tag to Cosmo Orion. Trying to wear down Gmo Kaminari as much as they can. Frescomatic and Watson have been able to swap tags here fairly liberally and keep each other fresh, as well as keep the momentum highly in their favor. Gmo Kaminari may look a little rusty here. It's been over a year since the last time we saw him prior to this year's Wildcard Rumble. He's had, of course, a few tune-up matches here and there, participation in the Rumble, but of course, being in a Wildcard Rumble match is nothing like the normal action you'd see. And this right here for the faction is one hell of a way to say, welcome back to the AWF. And oh my God, Gmo kicks out. That was surprising to me, and I think about 3/4 of this audience, including Watson of Lights Camera Faction. After that flurry of offense from the faction, they surely thought that they were walking out of the negative zone with a victory here tonight. Watson winds up Gmo right again into enemy lines, where he does not want to be, his opponent's corner here, as Watson Frescomatic now, punch to the midsection, snap mirror takeover into a sleeper hold, still keeping Gmo in their own corner. Frescomatic is doing a sleeper. Gmo trying to will out of it, but that thing is fully locked down with the massive arms of Frescomatic. Gmo trying to will what Aerospace fans are here. This crowd has quickly become 50-50. Both, of course, fan favorites of their own right. Fresco charges Gmo back into the corner. Tags Watson in. Helps Watson with some momentum. Charging into the corner. Gmo evades both Watson and Frescomatic. Can he get a tag to Cosmo Orion? But no, Fresco able to drag him back by his tights. And Gmo reverses as he tries again to get a tag to Cosmo. Big crossbody from Cosmo as Gmo able to tag him in. Both of the faction are down. Go behind to Watson, shoves him into Fresco. Cosmo into the corner now. Cosmo double drop kick. Both faction members are down, and Cosmo Orion of Aerospace up. Cosmo now exchanging ducks and blows with Watson. Kicks him, reels him into the middle of the rope. What does he have in mind for Watson? Goes to whip him. Watson reverses. Cosmo reverses again. Springboard over Cosmo. Cosmo doesn't realize Frescomatic's been tagged in. Power slam from Watson. Frescomatic going over to the top rope. Looks like he might have tripped coming off, but the elbow's still effective. Going for the cover, and Cosmo able to kick out. Wait a minute, was he? Hold on, the referee signaling for the bell. I think that Fresco might have got the cover on there. Or was that a time limit draw? I think the faction's a little confused about it being a time limit draw here. I think they're a little concerned that they didn't go the distance. No, I don't think Frescomatic realizes he just scored a pinfall victory, and they're awarding it. The belts are going to Cosmo. Still the champions, lights, camera, faction, Frescomatic and Watson. Ladies and gentlemen, what the hell do we have here? We're going to have to revisit this at a later time. We got to go to break right now, though. I'm Gabriel Landers. Ooh, this is High Voltage. We'll be right back.
Are you ready? Are you ready over there? Let's go! Here we go, Rick! Here we go!
Company beating you down? Is an evil insurance adjuster refusing to pay your medical bills and damages? Is an at-fault party refusing to accept responsibility for your accident? Tag in the winning attorney at the Benke Law Firm today, and be sure to catch the Arizona Wrestling Federation at a local show near you. Call the Benke Law Firm today.
He's Big Toko. It's Juicy Finau. And his opponent to my right, from the great state of Illinois, weighing in at 250 pounds, he is the pro wrestling extraordinaire, JC Westerfield.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back in. I am Gabriel Anders. To revisit, just before we get this match underway, we will be taking a look at the final decision. It was a pinfall victory that scored by Frescomatic of Lights Camera Faction. And that was a successful retain of the AWF Tag Team Championships. More on that to come in the weeks ahead, but right now, we got Big Toko taking on JC Westerfield here on AWF High Voltage. Glad you've stuck with us this far. We are about halfway through tonight's card, and here we go. I thought fireworks were about to set off, but JC Westerfield taking the time out here. JC Westerfield, I'm not quite sure who he is making these posing gestures to. He certainly has not made many friends here in the AWF Fan Nation. Big Toko, quite appropriately, possibly, referring to JC Westerfield as a chicken. Although you can't really blame JC Westerfield, I can't say I would be one to want to rush into a fight with the 450-pound Tongan myself. Referring, of course, to Big Toko, Juicy Finau. Nonetheless, this match is underway. Juicy Finau standing square center of the ring. Eats a big chop. Oh, and delivers one to JC Westerfield. And down he goes against the ropes. Finau charging in to the corner now. JC Westerfield, typically one of the largest competitors on the roster, just dwarfed by the size of the 450-pound Tongan Juicy Finau. Oh, Lord. The picture's worth 1,000 words on that one. We'll let you interpret that any way you'd like. But JC Westerfield once again taking time out on the outside. Running for dodge as obviously Juicy Finau having the main... Oh, my God. Wait a minute. No. Wait a minute. Juicy out. Oh. That could have spelled disaster. We've seen him do it across the country before. However, Juicy Finau looked like he was going for a... he might have been wanting to get airborne there. JC Westerfield cuts him off at the pass. Westerfield now taking it outside himself.
Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! You think I want it? Holy shit! Right here. Water, brother.
Fans at ringside, hopefully everyone is safe. Everyone has everything, all limbs accounted for there as they have spilled off into the ringside area. Now Juicy Finau looks like wandering the opposite direction of the ring here. Lord, they're fighting to the outside. We got to get a camera out there. Get out there, Shane. Get what's what here. What's going on in the back here? JC Westerfield, Big Toko has spilled out into the parking lot of bullshitters here in Phoenix, Arizona. This one's going crazy. My God, what is that, a moving truck? Is that some sort of transportation? My word. You're going to be lucky that they don't lock up and drive away with them across straight lines.
Come on, Juicy.
Yeah, be careful here. They're making their way back in. Referee's trying to corral this back into the ring here. Luckily, they've got it to almost ringside. Referee saying, okay, that's about good. Let's get it back in now. Surprising that he was able to even corral him that far in the first place. Westerfield now boot to Finau as he tries to get back in the ring. Finau takes a tumble. JC Westerfield now trying to take control of the big man now that he has him grounded, jumping on the opportunity. Trying to wear him down, but most importantly, if Westerfield knows that if he can keep Finau off of his feet, since he has given up the vertical base, that might be his best opportunity to win here tonight. Finau, of course, working his way back up, has regained his vertical base, so that strategy, at least, a moot point as of now. Whips Westerfield across the ring, oh my God. Westerfield on Dream Street. Big Samoan drop from the Tongan. Finau not able to capitalize immediately, needing to take a breather himself, trying to get over for the cover. There's been a delay. You have to think if Finau was able to pop right up and cover Westerfield, might have scored him the victory. However, both men trying to reach the referee's standing 10 count now to avoid disqualification. Westerfield just about back to his feet, as is Finau in the background. You see both men upright at a vertical base. This match continues. Westerfield, Finau, toe-to-toe, center of the ring, exchanging right hands. These are two of the toughest, fiercest, scariest, strongest competitors in the entire AWF locker room. Finau against the ropes, charging in. Westerfield meets him with the knee, middle of the ring. Westerfield charges himself, but now just hurls his entire frame at Westerfield coming off the ropes. We do it again. Westerfield meets him with an elbow. Center of the ring, both men recalculating. Westerfield across the ropes, comes in, clothesline, no avail. Juicy stays up. Tries again from the back, clothesline to the back. Finau stays up again. Finau, center of the ring. Westerfield trying for a third time, catches that one, registers. Finau down to one knee. Westerfield now almost challenging Finau. Might be a little surprised that he has not been able to get the big man down. A flying clothesline gets him down. Westerfield going for the cover. Oh, and he's got him. That's a 3 count. Knocks him out with a big clothesline. And Juicy Finau down for the count. Ladies and gentlemen.
Is there anything I can help you with?
At the Benke Law Firm, you're not just another number. Call the Benke Law Firm today.
2010, at the peak of my career, I signed one of the biggest deals. And I thought that money and things would change my life, but I was so wrong. A couple months later, I'm at McLean Hospital. And if I had 988, it probably got me to a healthier state faster. So if anyone's out there that's in a crisis that may need help, text, call 988. Or if you want to chat, 988lifeline.org. Brandon Marshall, peace.
Today's students are tomorrow's great thinkers and innovators.
What can this ball teach us about the way things move?
But right now, there's a funding crisis in public schools. Millions of kids go to schools that don't have the books, computers, or other supplies they need just because of where they live. Kids want to succeed, but when schools don't have the right tools, getting there is harder. Donors Choose is a nonprofit that lets you support students and teachers in your community and beyond. You choose which supplies to support. You could provide first graders with pencils and paper, help a music class get a guitar, or you could supply a classroom like this one with a science project. What you're really giving is a moment that sparks a brighter tomorrow. Learn more at donorschoose.org. Choose students. Shape the future.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here on AWF High Voltage. We had to rush to the ringside area and gather up the camera crew. Our apologies. The fight broke out in the middle of the break. We were awaiting and preparing for tonight's main event, but it looks like we have bonus match action. I'm being told. It's easy goal in the apron there. All right, we had one on standby. We were just kind of seeing what AWF officials wanted, and looks like Taylor, Kingsley, and Alissa are calling for a referee. We had one just in case we thought this was where this was going, as Brittnie Brooks and Bukhari King were out here arguing, not on their time. I don't know who set them out here. We're getting ready for tonight's main event, and all of a sudden, we've got a battle here, and the officials are telling me this is now a sanctioned tag match between Taylor Kingsley and Alissa versus Bukhari and Brittnie Brooks. You just heard the bell. We're underway. All right, so we got one more before the big title match we've all been waiting for here. And Taylor Kingsley looking to make quick work of Bukhari, but Brittnie Brooks on the other side has some beef, it seems like, with the both of them, him and Alissa. I think that some of the expletives I can't say. Taylor Kingsley apparently referred to Brittnie Brooks as used to be for the people, but since she's turned on Phoenix, Arizona, is now, well, maybe she is just a B expletive deleted, if you catch my drift. We can't show the tape over. However, trust me, that's what happened during the break. Alissa now looking to springboard off the bottom rope, elbow into Bukhari, goes to the cover, and typically, referee showing a little bit of leniency, but in an intergender tag match here in the AWF, you would typically see male versus male, female versus female. If I'm not mistaken, Bukhari is in need of getting out of the ring right now and giving way to Brittnie Brooks. Brittnie Brooks trying to coach him through and saying, if you're not going to let me in, at least wrestle the match properly. But Alissa quickly again taking control of this match over Bukhari King. Referee allowing this one to go regardless of it being an intergender match. Brittnie Brooks, a very vocal cheerleader here for Bukhari, and I say cheerleader loosely as she might be the angriest person at Bukhari King in this entire building right now. Brooks now looking for a tag. Alissa Jade still keeping Bukhari separated in the middle of the ring. Good work for the youngster to know, so Bukhari King going for a tag, and that's the wrong corner. Looks like Alissa was going for the ropes, but not wise, as she did not realize her ring positioning. Brittnie Brooks obviously did. A three-time AWF Women's Champion, knew exactly where Alissa was, able to counter the momentum and take advantage. Brooks now trying to coach Bukhari into the match here. Bukhari doing his own thing, a little bit of too much showboating, it seems like, for Brittnie Brooks' tastes there. I think long overdue. Brooks now getting the tag in. Bukhari King tagging her in, and now Brooks doing what she's paid to do, and that is lay waste to the different competition here in the AWF Women's Division. I just wanted to show Bukhari real quick now, just letting them know, hey, keep doing this, and we should be good to go. If Bukhari can listen to manage to listen to Brittnie Brooks, he might be on a good track. Oh, but Brittnie Brooks, however, that's certainly not sanctioned here. Bukhari distracting the referee. Kingsley trying to get the referee's attention back where it should be. Brooks now tags back in. Alissa, worse for wear in the corner. Brooks takes her out. Sets her up, snap suplex, middle of the ring. Brooks, cover to Jade. Hand over the face, obstructing her breathing passages, but still, Alissa able to kick out. At 2. This match continues. Brittnie Brooks now continuing to keep Alissa grounded. Middle of the ring. Brittnie Brooks with a knee to the back. Of course, we've seen this week over week in the last couple of months here. Brittnie Brooks very frustrated with the AWF fan nation. They seem to be letting her have it. Alissa Jade now nice drop kick. Gets Brooks down. Can she capitalize and get a tag into Taylor Kingsley across the ring? Brooks now pulling the leg, stopping just that from happening. Spins her around. Looked like Alissa could have hit an enziguri. Instead, Brooks slams her down by her hair. Going for the cover, Alissa able to kick out at 2. Well, wait a minute. It seems like Bukhari King might have tagged himself in. That is not the strategy, as you can tell by her face, that Brittnie Brooks had. Judging by her demeanor that she had in mind, Bukhari King going for a cover, just able to hit a 2 count there.
I was warming up, okay?
Bukhari King trying to assure Brittnie Brooks, it sounds like, that he was just warming up. He's going to do better here in the match. Brooks obviously had things under control, and Bukhari King was able to tag himself in. Now trying to go for a suplex of his own. It looks like Alissa Jade able to block it twice. They keep connected middle of the ring. Alissa Jade trying to strike him with those left hands off there. Oh, wait a minute. It looks like Alissa Jade. Alissa running all the way up from the middle top ring on her way. Got a little bit of propulsion by kicking Brittnie off the apron. Brooks went tumbling. Bukhari ate the maneuver, and Alissa trying to get a tag to Taylor Kingsley. Bukhari slowly trying to get a tag to Brooks. Brooks is beside herself, but Alissa and Bukhari able to get a tag at the same time. Kingsley throwing clotheslines to Brittnie Brooks. Here we go, we have liftoff. 2 former friends, besties if you will. Kingsley now going for the cover off the middle rope. What a drop kick. Brooks now down center of the ring. Kingsley again going for the cover, just a 2 count. Again, these two have been the best of friends. Some insinuated that Brooks was utilizing Kingsley in his early career to her advantage as she was injured, attempting to stay relevant by training. She's claimed that that is just something that she did to help him win at the time an Unleashed Championship. Nonetheless, Kingsley letting her know that he has taken exception to her rude and crude demeanor as of late, and Alissa now with an assisted code breaker, and what a knee, or a bicycle kick, couldn't tell from this angle. Alissa going for the cover, and Bukhari kicks out, able to break up the pin for Brooks to kick out. Just a 2, and this match continues. Kingsley now going after Bukhari. Catches Bukhari after he charges in. Looks like Kingsley might have been going for a backbreaker, but Bukhari able to kick out. or excuse me, able to reverse out of it. Goes Kingsley to the ring. Alissa now going after Bukhari. Well, but lost who's legal. If I'm not mistaken, it is Jade and Alissa and Brittnie Brooks. Actually, Alissa now distracted by Bukhari. She might have thought he was legal. Brooks realizes that they are still the two legal women in this match. Gonna do with another maneuver, barking orders at Bukhari to jump up and get the elbow. That is not what Brooks had in mind, I bet. Alissa now against the ropes, takes advantage. Brooks able to reverse out of it now. This hits her finishing maneuver. And that's gonna do it here. What a bonus match here. And Bukhari can't, well, that's not, I think, what he had in mind here. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get ready for this main event. Brooks and Bukhari. Wait, Bukhari won. Bukhari just won. Oh, folks, we're going to break. Bukhari just got a W. Oh, kick to the nether regions by Brooks. So we're gonna be right back. We'll be right back. Brooks just helped Bukhari win. Oh, what is going on here?
Is the insurance company beating you down? Is an evil insurance adjuster refusing to pay your medical bills and damages? Is an at-fault party refusing to accept responsibility for your accident? Tag in the winning attorney at the Benke Law Firm today, and be sure to catch the Arizona Wrestling Federation at a local show near you. Call the Benke Law Firm today.
When I came into this classroom, we had 30 desks, 30 chairs, a teacher's desk. That was it.
Public school teachers spent $1.6 billion of their own money on classroom supplies.
I was a history teacher at a high school in the Bronx for 5 years, and it just occurred to me that there were people out there who'd want to help teachers like us if they could see exactly where their money was going.
Donors Choose is the greatest, simplest idea. Teachers go to the website and put up materials they need for something they want to teach. You, as a donor, choose a school, choose a project.
And you can fund part of a project or the entire project. It is magic.
Well, with Donors Choose, you know exactly where it goes. Every dime goes exactly to that project, and you hear directly back from those kids and from that teacher.
I use it for a lot of English and reading. But people also do field trips or a special project that maybe they need a piece of technology for.
We're moving into the age of technology, and the only way my kids really get those experiences are really at school.
To have someone out there give them books, the feeling that they get, they feel like somebody in the city cares, somebody in this country cares about me and my future and my potential, and that's a powerful thing.
Support our classroom, build a future.
Perfect.
Thanks.
The following contest is a singles match for the AWF Heavyweight Championship scheduled for one fall. Introducing first to my left, the challenger from Phoenix, Arizona, weighing in the lean 215. He is the young blood, Gabe. Roka. And standing to my right, he is from wherever the money's at, weighing in at 240 pounds. He is the AWF Heavyweight Champion. Big Money Clutch.
Welcome back, folks, here on AWF High Voltage. I am Gabriel Anders, and this is your main event of the evening. The Arizona Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship is on the line as you see Big Money Clutch in the green shorts, current champion, defending against the AWF 2026 Wildcard Rumble winner. Won the match in this building and called his shot to challenge here at the All-American Grand Slam for the AWF Heavyweight Championship. Gabe Roka, the challenger, in the gold tights, and the bell has sounded, and we are underway from Phoenix, Arizona. We can feel this building split down the middle, half for the young blood, Gabe Roka, half for the veteran Big Money Clutch. Money line has been even, fanfare has been even coming into it, analyst predictions in the back, as well as the offices of the AWF, all split down the middle. As far as who will come out victorious here tonight, the one thing that many have pointed to that might be the defining moment here tonight, or the defining piece of the puzzle, is the viciousness, the violence, the tendency for aggression, and the overall veterans' mindset and experience of Big Money Clutch.
Take the battery back. Just take it. Just take it.
You see a big handshake, but Clutch trying to get the early in as both competitors looking impressive here early. Gabe Roka showing that he is not afraid of the champion, Big Money Clutch, as many are to step in the ring with. I sure as hell wouldn't step in the ring with Big Money Clutch. I'm not getting a fight with him anytime soon. Clutch now, headlock, center of the ring. Gabe Roka being held at bay, big shoulder tackle. Clutch trying to prove a point early as Gabe Roka slaps the money out of his hands and eats another shoulder tackle. Roka realizing what he is up against. He, of course, has battled with Clutch before. As they fought over the Unleashed Championship last year, and now they are here. Different platform, different place on the card, different venue for the AWF Heavyweight Championship, the biggest title in the state and arguably the southwestern part of the country. Southwestern part of the continent, in fact. Gabe Roka now fighting back elbow. Clutch trying to take advantage. Clutch using his ground game, but Roka showing off his strength and agility. We've yet to see the educated feet. Oh, and there we may have just a taste of it. Roka going for the cover. Clutch kicks out at one. Clutch known for his ground and pound, almost a brawling-like demeanor. Clutch at times can be pure strength, just strength and violence as he attacks Roka in the midsection now. The corner falls to the mat, going for the cover. That could have been quick work, but Roka able to kick out. Roka, of course, more on the agile side, has a power game as well that is impressive, but tends to lean more towards the martial arts agility and finesse of his educated feet, as we mentioned, a moment ago. Sidewalk slam by Clutch. Goes for another cover. Just a 2 count by Roka. For anybody who may be wondering, one part of the attack that it seems to be the case here tonight for Big Money Clutch. Every time he hits a maneuver, quickly and wisely going for the cover, it seems. Because you have to realize and remember that as a competitor, not only are you taking punishment from a maneuver by your opponent, but at the same token, you're utilizing valuable energy and strength to kick out of a pinfall. Roka now using Clutch's aggression against him, pulls the top rope, Clutch spills out. Both men in a dangerous place here in the apron of the ring. Big slaps to the face here from Clutch, now striking him, all connecting with the front, almost looked like the right temple of Gabe Roka, and then just all together clearing out the fan nation, and Clutch might have something dastardly in mind for Gabe Roka. Gabe Roka hanging on for dear life on the apron. Able to counter Clutch. But Clutch catches his foot, sends him back on the apron. Roka charging in, and Clutch able to connect with a big double chop right across the sternum of Gabe Roka, sending him crashing all the way down to the ground outside of ringside. Roka now trying to regroup, is going to want to get his way back into the ring. Clutch has already done so, standing tall, waiting for his opponent to make his way back into the fighting area. Two competitors now. Roka trying to fight at every inch of anything Clutch is trying to do to him, but forces him to come in over the top rope. Clutch again goes for the cover, no avail. Roka able to kick out, but again, draining the young competitor of energy, strength, and who knows if he will have the athleticism and the longevity. Having been, we know that he is athletic enough, but however, is he weathered enough as Clutch is over 2 decades almost for a match of this caliber? We know he definitely has the stamina by winning the Wildcard Rumble. Clutch going for a cover, and Roka able to kick out once more at 2. Roka kicking out, but of course we are seeing the kickouts not looking quite as strong and furious as they did in the beginning. So Clutch decides to go for one again, and Roka able to kick out again at 2. Able to turn onto his stomach, which is a wise move, but Clutch quickly takes the advantage by grabbing a hold, or at least attempting to. Roka able to get out of it before whatever Clutch had in mind comes to fruition. Big drop kick. Roka back down on the mat. Clutch in full control here tonight. Clutch now going for the cover. Wisely, you see Clutch grab the arm at the last second. If that arm would have slid under the rope, that would have caused a stop in the pinfall. Roka, however, able to kick out at 2, and I think that was almost a desperation slap at Clutch's face, just out of feeling disrespected, as Roka surely has in the weeks leading up to this match here. Roka now looks like he was charging in. Big slam, big money slam, and a big money splash from Clutch. This might do it here. Going for the cover. It's lights out for Roka. Oh my word, able to kick out. I thought, and obviously Clutch did too, that was going to be it for the young challenger, but Roka able to kick out at about 2 6/8, 2 3/4. This match continues. Roka fighting back, but worse for wear. You have to think of how much damage might be done already here. Clutch now sends Roka into the ropes. Looks like going for another big money slam. Roka able to reverse into a kick that meets him in the back of the neck, gets him into the corner. Oh, and connects there. Roka now finally starting to get the motor running on his feet. You know, he's classically martial arts trained as well as a competitor in the Muay Thai world. Sets him up on the corner now. We see that agility from Gabe Roka coming to light. Quick strikes, arms, legs, everything connecting with a big right hand and clutches down. Roka going for the cover. Clutch able to kick out at 2. Roka definitely knowing now that he has been in a fight, in a battle. You see him, he might have been checking to make sure that he has all of his teeth. Can't confirm if he does or does not. However, that was a very good burst of steam as he goes behind trying to hit a belly-to-back suplex, but Clutch puts the brakes on that very quickly. Charges into the corner. Big clothesline in the corner. Thought he was going for a bulldog. No, going for a... Oh my God, what a hellacious forearm to the back of the neck of Roka. Roka trying to fight back. Belly-to-belly suplex. This one might do it here. I think Clutch might be about to run him his money here. We're gonna run him his money, as that might be it. Clutch now going for the cover here. Oh my God! Roka kicked out! What in the ever-loving hell? You have to think any mere mortal would have surely succumbed to the abuse of Big Money Clutch that he's put him through, but Roka somehow... Oh, wait a minute, Roka tries to roll him through into a cover. Gets him into a choke. Remember, Roka centers and a choke Clutch out in the middle of the ring. Will Clutch tap? Clutch trying to fight his way out. Roka locked in, but Clutch able to get the rope in the bottom rope there. You see his hand on the bottom rope. Roka will have to release his hold or risk getting disqualified. Roka, of course, had a 5 count to get this before getting disqualified. Released the hold right away. He wants to get down to business. Big kick misses. Clutch rolls out of the way. Clutch now on the offense. Ducks another kick. Hits the ropes. Looks like he's going for a tackle for loss. He hit it. But Roka rolled out of the ring. Oh, that would have done it. You have to believe that was the death blow to Gabe Roka. Clutch hit him with the tackle for loss. Hit him with the big pounce, but he hit him so hard that Roka went all the way to the front row. Now going for the cover here. This still could do it. Now Roka kicks out. You have to think that had Roka not rolled out of the ring from the force of that tackle for loss, that Clutch would be having his arm held up right now, retaining his championship. Roka going for a cover. Clutch kicks out right away. Big shin to the face now from Roka. Roka now going, trying again. Oh my God, he hit it this time. Belly to back suplex. Roka to Clutch Roka is some kind of monster. Roka now lining up clutch. Middle of the ring, connects with a kick to the back of the head. And that's gonna do it. Only Gabe Roka is the champion. Holy moly! This is history here tonight, folks! I am glad you stuck with us! Gabe Roka, the 2026 AWF Wildcard Rumble winner! He called his shot challenged clutch here a month after winning. It has come out of this victorious! Has challenged the champion, and now the new AWF heavyweight champion, Gabe Roka, everybody. My word. Oh, wait a minute. Watch out behind you. Hold on. What do we have here? Hold on. We might want to get some officials back to the ring here. Clutch approaching Gabe Roka, and what a sign of respect. Clutch, one of the classiest guys you'll ever meet in the locker. What a hell of a show of respect. Gabe Roka is your new champion. I'm Gabriel Anders. We'll see you next week at High Voltage.